So, did you know jaywalking wasn't invented to keep people safe? Nope, it was invented by the automotive manufacturers. Yes, it was a propaganda campaign and it worked out pretty well in their favor, as you can tell, because we still have these laws today. Now, back in the day, in like the 1920s, public roads were public. Like people could go out and frolic in the streets all they wanted. It was a public space for people to hang out. That was until cars come along. Then, all of a sudden, these idiot drivers were just running over elderly people and kids, and it became a pretty big issue. Now, at this point in time, the judges were like, yeah, you just ran somebody over. I don't care what your excuse is. You should have been watching out. That's manslaughter. You're going to jail. Well, this didn't really resolve anything because the people that could buy the cars were wealthy and they don't get out of the way for peasants, obviously. So the communities gathered around and decided to make up a petition. They're like, hey, listen here, Mr. Car Makers. How about you all put a governor on there that slows your vehicles down to 25 miles an hour? And the auto manufacturers was like, if we do this, nobody's going to buy our cars. Like, that is absolutely the dumbest thing ever. We don't care about your life. So they decided to start a propaganda campaign where they were literally hiring police officers and journalists to make it look like people walking in the roads was an idiotic, stupid thing to do. Now, granted, it is now. You don't want to go walking out on the highway because people are not watching out for people. But back then, it was normal for people to walk around on the roads. So the automotive makers pushed even harder. And they pushed it so hard that it eventually started working. Like literally calling somebody a jaywalker was making fun of them. It was like calling somebody a hobo. But it did. It started working. And so people slowly stopped using the streets and eventually they started siding with the automotive makers like, hey, yeah, we understand what you're saying. Yeah, it should be illegal. And that's whenever it became a law that it was illegal to be a jaywalker. All because the greedy corporations wanted to make more money. It wasn't that they cared about people's lives. The end.